What's important about hydrocarbons and branches is that they make really great biofuels. Artemisinin is slightly higher in molecular weight than you might want for a biodiesel or a jet fuel, but you could trim it down just a tad and you'd have potentially a great biofuel. Now, what's important about that is that we had built a microbe that was honed and tuned to produce high levels of an inexpensive anti-malarial drug for the developing world. And that meant that we had a set of pathways that would serve to get us a start on producing biofuels. And not just ethanol, which nature gave us, or butanol, which nature gave us, but biofuels that are compatible with the existing $3 trillion worth of transportation infrastructure that we have in this country. Imagine that we're at a point in biology that we can that we don't have to accept what nature gave us, but that we can manipulate the chemistry inside the cell to produce the kinds of hydrocarbons that we need to be compatible with our existing transportation infrastructure. And that was really the goal. And that was helped by the fact that we had built this modular organism, this chassis, that had the basic components in it for producing hydrocarbons. You take out a couple of genes at the end that were specific for producing artemisinin, and you put in a couple of different genes that now took the same basic precursor and turned it into a biofuel. And because we had started with a metabolic pathway that produced 50,000 different natural products, so 50,000 different isoprenoids in this family, that meant we had a huge number of potential biofuels in that metabolic pathway. And these are molecules that are produced naturally by plants, by microorganisms that decayed over the years, that went into the ground, right, and gave us the petroleum that we have now. So they're actually precursors in many ways to the petroleum that we are pumping up from underground, but now we don't have to pump it up from underground. So the concept then became to build a microbe that would produce biofuels from sugar.